I have sort of a complicated relationship with my sexuality. I'm not gonna go into specifics right now, but let's just say that one day I came to the realization that I was not straight. And coming to that realization had some problems because I wasn't quite sure where I fit. If I said that I was not straight, then what was I? Was I a lesbian? Well, no, that didn't really fit right. Well, then if I'm not that, then I must be bi. Except that didn't really feel like the right word either. It didn't really get to what I felt about myself. What about pansexual? Well, yes, actually, pansexual felt like a word that I could use and be comfortable with, and it felt like it really was the thing that I should use to describe myself. But describing myself as that came with its own sorts of problems. Number one being, well, not a lot of people know what pansexual means, and because of that, when you tell people you identify as that, you have to explain yourself. And two, because you have to explain yourself, people will inevitably ask, what is the difference between pansexual and bisexual? And so you have to go on this whole tirade about what the difference is. And sometimes I just want to say, hi, I like girls. And have the other person say, oh wow, really? Cool. Or, oh man, me too. And that just be the end of it. So I either have to force myself back into the closet, or I have to come up with a word that people actually understand. And for me, the easiest word for my identity is queer. Yes, I can hear the keyboards already typing away, because some people do not like that word being used. And I get it. Queer does have a history as being used as a slur, and some people have bad associations with it. But here's the thing. So does every other word that queer people have ever used to describe themselves. So then, what do you use to describe yourself? Dyke? Well, no, that has negative connotations. Homo has been shouted at myself and my friends plenty of times. And you don't have to go far to hear someone using gay as an insult. So you come to an impasse where you either have to create a new word that fits perfectly, no one has any issues with, and that everyone understands so you never have to define it, or you have to use a word that might have been used with negative connotations in the past, and it's an imperfect mold that some people take umbrage with. And I choose that imperfect mold. I choose queer. And also, queer has legitimacy. It's been used from the very beginning of the movement by queer people, and in academia you have queer critique, queer theory, queer analysis. It is established. So queer is the word that I choose to use for myself and my community. And if we're having a private conversation and you're uncomfortable with it, then I will edit myself around you. But I think before you hear queer as a slur and take that as face value, you need to consider what queer means to you and what it means to our community. And if you want a word that has had deep roots within our community to be taken from us. If you want to have a discussion below about your own thoughts about being queer, feel free to do so, but please try to keep it civil. That's it for this video. I just wanted to get these thoughts out during Pride Month because I think this can be an important time for reflection about our community and our ideas, as well as time to fight and to celebrate. I know that I haven't been around much lately, and that's because I was visiting family in Omaha, Nebraska, and I really didn't have access to a computer. I thought about recording stuff while I was there, but mostly I just went to baseball games, so it wasn't anything too thrilling. But yeah, I have a couple more ideas for videos that are on the way. I also have been drawing up some storytime videos that I'd really like to share soon, but my laptop is currently falling apart, and so until I get a new one, that won't really be possible. That's it for now. Bye y'all, and happy Pride!